on Sean Hannity's show last year on Fox News, where you're a contributor, and you said that government leaks to the press were part of the deep state.
That government
leaks to the press, government employees leaks to the press, were a deep state conspiracy to bring down President Trump. How is this just not the free flow of information in a free society? And how is saying this in that form particularly going to play among the Democratic electorate?
Well, there are two questions you asked there.
Yeah.
First thing you need to remember is I spent 16 years in Congress. I'm not a rookie about this stuff. I've seen us go into wars based on lies. Yeah, actually, yes, people in Washington have lied to take us into wars. I put forth articles of impeachment against the president and a vice president for lying to take us into war. There's no question that intelligence agencies are used to be able to promote war, period. This isn't like, you know, look, I didn't fall off a Christmas tree here. But you have to realize that I know.
To bring down President Trump.
Let me continue. The Pentagon, the State Department, and the Central Intelligence Agency have people making policy. You don't know who they are. Very often, none of us know who they are. But they make policy. And they want to run the government and usurp who is ever in office. I'll give you an example. It wasn't just about President Trump. President Obama, during his presidency, there was an attempt, not an attempt, there was an attack that was launched by U.S. military assets that actually went against his policies. And presidents don't always have control. And that's the point I was making. This, you know, and no one, particularly those in the media, should get the vapors about this kind of a statement. I was stating a fact. Now, my interest is in the United States of America. Whoever the president is, the president will change from time to time. But I defend the Constitution of the United States, which says that the elected officials and those who take the oath of office to defend that Constitution are supposed to be making a decision, not backroom, anonymous, faceless bureaucrats in the CIA, in the State Department, and in the Pentagon. Now let's go one step further. Do you know I'm the only person not running for governor, just running for governor now, but maybe who has ever run for governor, who actually understands the connection. 11. I fought every day. I gave over close to 600 speeches. And I've got a piece here that my staff gave me just before. I don't know if, yeah, here it is, okay. Here's a little piece of paper I carry with me to remind me about the journey I took. In 6 Congresses, I gave 341 speeches saying, don't go into Iraq or get out. It's costing us, and we're losing lives, and we're killing innocent people. I gave 155 speeches to avoid war with Iran. There's no Democrat in the country who has that record in defending the interests of the American people. So I'm happy, you know, if someone wants to discuss that in this race, they came to the right place, because I actually know more about it than anybody. Because I spent 16 years, I didn't go to Congress with the idea that I was going to have to spend 16 years trying to stop all these wars, stop all the lies. That's how I went there, for jobs, healthcare, education, retirement security, protect the environment. I worked on those things, but most of the time I found myself fighting this machine. And you know what? It's my political independence that let me do that. You can't find many people who would do that. Why can I? Because I'm not owned. Nobody owns me. Why is that relevant here? Because I'm the one person who can make the connection from what happens internationally, nationally, in a state and a local government. That's the kind of experience I have. And there's nobody else in politics who can do that, frankly.